All right, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. Glad you made it by. My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a forex trader, and I'm here to help you understand the market mainly from an Elliott wave perspective. However, when the Elliott wave perspective gets difficult to see and it's not helping a whole lot, we try to look outside that box and see if there's anything else that can help along with it. So today we're going to look at the Elliott wave count. We're going to see the difficulties in it, and then we're going to also look and see if we can find any kind of analysis from a fractal standpoint, as well as just a wave pattern standpoint, the way Bitcoin normally moves. I always like to pay attention to price patterns and the way a particular pair moves, and might give me a hint as to where it might be going. So don't forget, this is an advantage. What is this? Yeah, it's not financial advice. Don't forget, it's not financial advice. However, we'll see if we can help you along the way, just as you're looking at the charts. All right, let's jump into the market. We're looking at Bitcoin right now, and off the top here, I'm pretty convinced. I've given up on this particular count, where that's a three-wave move. I personally just don't like how deep this has gone. I'm giving up on that personally. So I don't like the shape for it. I would have liked it right here and then up from there. That would have been very good. In fact, we got the move like that, and it looked like it was going up, and then it tanked from there, obviously. Yeah, so what is it doing now? Where's it going? It's whenever it goes kind of sideways like this, we always get a little bit, I don't know, antsy. Is it up or down? Where's it? We're trying to figure it out. But just remember this. Generally, when you get a consolidation pattern like this, it's just consolidation before a continuation pattern to the downside. So that's strike number one here for this particular count to the upside, guys. That this is more most likely, guys. This is a move. This is a consolidation pattern that's going to end up with a correction continuation to the downside. All right, number two, let me just talk to you about the Elliott wave principles here. We have a 5-wave move off the top with a 3-wave pullback. Okay, when we measure the first one right there, you can see that we have come to and have been playing on the 1618 extension, which has been about 9830. I know everybody's got 9600 in their minds, and because there's a CME gap there, and let me just say, guys, don't trade by CME gaps. They get filled when they get filled. Now, if we get close to it, you might say, hey, there's a CME gap here. Maybe this is a location next to a target or something of that effect. But don't put too much. How do I say it? Don't put too much credibility there or weight in your analysis on CME gaps. But we have been playing around the 9800 mark, which is the 1618 fib extension. It is also the top of these waves right here, this zone right in there. And we have tested it so many times. Here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times at least. We have tested 11 times. We have tested that zone. Guys, it likes that zone. You might say, oh, that's good support. No, that's more like the Bears are going to probably break it on the next hit or something like that. Most likely, it's imagine it being just, instead of this being proving itself to be good support, it's actually just weakening support the more times it gets hit. Every time it goes down, you get another indication. We're probably going down. So that's the way you feel. That's the way motion it creates. Now, don't be surprised that we got this move to the upside first before down, because that's often the way the market makers do it. So, you kind of come up here. This one came down right here, and then boom, before they take it way down like there. You see that? So that's often the pattern that they do over and over and over. So we understand that. Now, so whenever I can't, so we're at a place where this is probably a third wave. This is a 1, a 2, this is 3, and we're building a fourth wave. Except I don't like the shape or the size of it, to be honest with you. Hold on one second. All right, so I got kids here. So welcome to my home. So anyway, what was I saying? I don't like the shape of that just to be a 1, 2, 3 wave. Okay, I like the shape fine if we're just going to call that an ABC. Okay, ABC. It looks very good for an ABC. It's got the shape. It's got the everything I look for there. It's got the wave count. Okay, but I just don't. If you're gonna call it a 1, 2, and a 3, I don't like that shape at all, because the 3 just doesn't give me the goosebumps there as far as the way I'm looking for it. That's the wrong word, but it doesn't give me the look that I like to see. It makes me think that we probably have another wave down to finish the third wave. More likely going to come down and hit targets down here, potentially. Come down here, for instance, and that would give me a nice shape. I get a nice fifth wave there, okay, and then that would be a nice 1, 2. Then there would be the 3. Get a 3-wave pullback back to this region here, and a 4, and that's a beautiful shape for an impulse. Now the market can do whatever it wants to do. It doesn't have to do that, but certainly that would be a nice shape for me. I would like that tremendously. All right, so if what I try to do at this point, where I just don't know where it's going, I try to look in the smaller time frames and say, okay, is there any evidence in the small time frames that are just telling me which direction it might be headed? Okay, so let's exhaust the Elliott wave principles here, and then we're gonna look at a fractal that I want you to see that's already played out, and it might really give us some insight. So stick around for that fractal. You won't want to miss that. It's very interesting, the things that I've noticed in the comparisons. Okay, all right. So let's zoom in on this wave right here and see what we can see. All right. So what we know here, what I know, is that this is the bottom right here. That's the lowest point. This came and almost touched it, but it's not lower. It didn't break the low. Okay. So those are things that I know so far. This is a 5-wave move that finished something. Okay, I've got a leading diagonal that began something. Okay, then I have this 3-wave move right here in the middle. It's a 5, a 3, and a 5. It's kind of a flat formation, even though it doesn't count as a 3-3-5. You might say it's a 3-3-5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then a 5. That would be fine. It's a flat. Nevertheless, it's a flat formation. Okay, and there's a nice 5-wave move that finished it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. So I see a leading diagonal here, a flat 3-wave, and then I see this impulsive wave going to the upside. Okay, looking for 5 waves to finish impulsively. Let's see. The problem with that is that it's not got up to impulsive levels yet. Actually, it is still at corrective levels, so it makes me think that we've got more upside to go. Let me show you what I'm looking at here. Let me put the fibs back on here. Just looking at it now, thinking with you here. We like in an impulse wave. I expect this to be 5 waves because I believe this is 5 waves right here. It's a diagonal. Now this could be 3 waves, and if this is 3 waves here and this is 3 waves there, this could be 3 waves, and we could be finished. So understand that if we interpret, so here's a principle you need to understand. If we interpret this to be a 3 wave, if that's your conclusion, then this must be a 3 wave as well, which could say it's already done. It's come to the corrective fib levels, and we could be heading down from here. Okay. That's one possibility. If we're saying this is a diagonal, however, that's a 5-wave move. We need to, followed by a 3-wave move, we need to end this thing with a 5-wave move. You say, Jim, you got 5 waves here. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 waves is finished, right? Not necessarily, okay? Because we like that third wave to come up to the 1618, and it has not done that. So what do you make of that? Well, good question, good point. You might say this is 1, 2, okay, and we haven't gotten the finish of the third wave yet. So this is some kind of 4-wave right up here of the third, and we need to come down. I don't know. I don't like the shape of that of this for continuation. Well, I do like the shape for continuation, but for just a third wave, hard to see it. It's hard to see it. So hard to see a count in here that makes sense, especially given the wick size of this wave right here. So again, Elliott wave not super helpful here because it's anybody's guess as to how to count this. But again, this is if we apply the principle that the third wave generally comes to the 1618, then we have more upside to go to get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish out higher waves. Now let's look at this whole structure then now as one big unit. I'm going to clear the drawings off the table there. So we're going to look at this three wave as a structure there. Okay, we're going to look at that, and then we're going to look at that. So it becomes one big three wave move like that. Okay, and so what we want to do is measure that whole structure and see where would we expect this thing to finish. So we're going to measure the first wave, come down to the bottom of the second wave here, and we'd expect it to finish somewhere between the 1-to-1 extension and the 1618 at the highest. 127 is a better trajectory as far as finishing that. So if that's the case, then we've got a B, and a C wave that could or could not be finished. Okay, may or may not be finished. Again, if this is a three wave, that's a W. This is X and this is Y, and it's done. So that's a conclusion we come to from an Elliott wave perspective, okay? And then we're heading down from here. We've already begun the down trend, okay? Now, if, however, this is not a WXY, a 333, but rather an ABC, it would be a 535 in that case, okay? Or a 335 flat. It's a flat formation, okay? So that would be A, B, and C. Got a flat formation. We can get all the way up here to the 1618 in a flat formation. Okay, that would bring us up to this territory right in here, top of this wave right here. I can see that as a possibility. That would also get my impulse wave. That would also get me, my impulse, my third wave to finish up here. I'll pull back in a fifth wave, maybe just to tag the 1618, and then down we go. So that's a possibility. So again, possibility. We're done now, heading down. We have some more waves to go to get up here to the 1618. So hard to say there. That's just looking at Bitcoin, however. So if we try to correlate Ethereum along with it, let's just zoom out on Ethereum and show you what I'm seeing there. Let me remove my drawings there. Remove drawings. There we go. You got a clearer structure off the top here. Off the top, you've got a clearer five wave or three wave. It's hard to tell if that's finished or not. This structure, but it's an impulse wave nonetheless. It's pretty strong. And then you got a nice clear three wave move that's forming afterwards. Going to the 2-hour time frame, you can see it. Even the 1 hour might even be better. Yeah, the 1 hour is giving us a beautiful picture of what that's looking like. This is Ethereum again. So we're going to measure this first move here, then bring it down to the second move, and you can see that we're at the 1-to-1 extension. Now we've got room to go up to the 127 extension or even the 1618. So it's in the same territory here, it's the same ballpark here, that chances are we have more upside to go, but not guaranteed, not definite. But I don't like that we're not coming out of this with a little bit more impulsivity. So it makes me think that we probably have more to go. I also see on the 30-minute chart here, we got this move to the upside. That's a higher low, where we have lower lows on the RSI. That's what you call hidden bullish divergence. That's hidden bullish divergence would tell me we have more upside to go. Okay, XRP, same kind of thing. Okay, we've got the let's see if we've got the same divergence here. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame. Remove my drawings here. Again, we're just looking at correlation now to see if there's anything about correlation helping us here. We got exaggerated bullish divergence, where the price is higher lows here. Hey, hun, can you turn the kitchen light back on? Sorry about that, guys. Higher lows there and lower lows on the RSI. Barely lower lows on this time frame. Maybe the 15-minute would give us that divergence. Again, not so much. The 15-minute doesn't give it to us. How about the 5-minute? 5-minute doesn't give it to us either. So got exaggerated divergence on the 30-minute time frame. That can be wiped out with a strong move to the downside. Obviously, all divergences can be, but not so strong on the on the 30-minute time frame. However, again, we can see this three-wave pattern being made right here. So we just kind of, and we've hit the 127 extension here on XRP. Okay, so we don't have a lot of room to go up, but XRP can go up to the 1618. It has on several occasions done that here. Hit the 1618, and it's been corrective, which is rare, but it can happen, and it does happen. So that would bring us up to this region right here of liquidity, where there was a lot of action here in price, and so there's lots of money here for market makers come up and tag before they take it down, if they do. Again, all of these structures, as we look at it, best I can tell, are appearing as corrective structures. So I'm interpreting all of these structures as a three-wave move, some kind of a three-wave move, looking for a reversal and more continuation to the downside. That's my bias, based upon what I'm seeing in the chart. Not because I wanted to go down, because you guys know I've been pretty bullish, but my sentiment has changed based upon structure. Now, I do see a potential for more up, okay, but that doesn't mean we're going up forever. And also I see a potential for another move down, but that doesn't mean we're going down forever. Okay, we're just trying to follow the waves, especially since we can't see the macro and understand the macro formations that are made without more information as it's given. So as more information comes, we'll get more clarity, and we'll have better ideas of where price is heading and where we can expect reversals and things of that nature. But right now, we're honing in on the hourly chart, 30-minute chart, on this structure, so we can understand, see if we can get some clues there. Okay, finally, so we've looked at the Elliott wave, we looked at correlation. Here we know that we could have another move up to the next fib level, so we understand that, and then we could have probably reversal after that, or we could come down from here. Both are true. Market makers get to do whatever they want to do. Don't you wish you had money like they do? So if you're one of the market makers, and just shout it out, I'll go ahead and have you on the channel for an interview, and let me know what you're doing. Okay. Okay. Finally, we're going to look at the fractal that I've seen in Bitcoin here. What I want to do is zoom out here. I'm going to remove my drawings and zoom out here to the 6-hour chart and just show you an area on the chart where this has already happened. And it's already happened once. We get the same shape, and we're getting it again, okay? So basically, right here, when we had the big COVID dump, okay? We had this corrective kind of choppy run up, okay, and then we had a 1-2-1-2 formation off the top. Now that was a really, really big formation off the top. I called that when that was happening, a 1-2-1-2. Okay. Now we don't have the 1-2-1-2 up here. Okay. However, we do have a pretty lofty move comparatively here. It's a little bit bigger of a one wave here and a two wave, okay? And then what you got is a third wave down, okay? Or this third wave down that bounced right here. Now what's significant about where it bounced? Let me show you. Okay, I'm going to take you now, and we're going to just look side by side here at the two waves, and I just want to show you. Let me get the RSI off. Let me just show you here. So I want to just show you this wave right there. Measure this guy. I'll just measure the first wave to the second wave. Look where it came. It came right to the 1618, and then look at the structure that formed afterwards. Okay, we came to the 1618. We got a bounce, and we bounced again, and then we got a corrective wave. Okay, now just showing you the comparison here. Okay, let me just throw the fibs on this first move. Okay, down to up to the second move. We came right to the 1618. Okay, we bounced and we bounced, then we bounced again, and we get in this corrective shape. Okay, so this one had some more upside to go. In fact, it came up to this peak right here and right here. So we had a nice zone to pay attention to, right in there, for price to come to. Do we have anything like that here? We sure do. You can see, right, if you take this wick, okay, that gives you a little zone right in here. We also have the top of this wave here. So there's zones here to pay attention to. we have a zone up here. Now I wouldn't want it to get this high and think it's going to go down again. If it gets up here again, it can't break this area. But there's another zone to the upside. But this is pretty deep. I wouldn't expect it to get up there. But it certainly can do whatever it wants to do, right? We could get some shape. We could get some shape, like this, where this made a zigzag to the upside, okay? But this one has a flat formation here, but it might get up to this region and then continue down in that manner, okay? Pretty impulsively to the downside. So be careful here. It's just a fractal I've seen here, but again, this is a consolidation pattern. Consolidation pattern, probably corrective in nature before we get the next down move. Now, looking where the next down move went in our previous move here, let's go out to the, let's see. Now, this came down really, really deep, guys. I mean, really deep. I'm not expecting that, but remember, the market can do that, okay? The market can do that if it wants to, so be very aware of that. All right. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is the RSI on both of these, okay? So let me show you we're on the 2-hour chart. Just show you the RSI and what I was seeing in the RSI on both of these scenarios here. You'll notice here that this peak right here corresponds with this peak on the RSI. This peak corresponds with this peak, and you'll notice that the this came up, equal to, whereas the price line was going down here, lower highs, whereas we had almost a higher high. We did have a higher high here. This is more of exaggerated bearish divergence or hidden bearish divergence, okay? And so notice here on the 2-hour chart as well, we've got this peak here corresponding to that peak, and this peak corresponding to this. We have this coming up again, related. It's hidden bearish divergence here on the 2-hour chart, which is indicating another down move is coming. Now, remember, we got this other move to the upside, so it came up, had a little bit of a down move, another move to the upside before it went down. I suppose we could get a little 3-wave move, then up and then down. So we could have the RSI cool down and then get back up here and still get that divergence, okay? Still get the divergence and then head down, okay? But you got to remember also, we could simply head down from here. Now there's nothing saying it can't necessarily do that, but again, down is my bias until the chart changes. And you guys are going to have to understand that as more information comes, if there's something that changes my bias, I'm going to be nimble and change with it. It's very hard to change sometimes, especially when when you're thinking one way and then the chart goes the opposite way you're thinking. But that's the way trading is. That's the way it rolls. So regardless, we're looking for this corrective shape. It's not. We're not looking for the exact shape here. We're simply understanding that we have a corrective shape here. Okay, we got a corrective shape here, and after that corrective shape finishes, looking for more downside to come. So be very careful. Okay, be very careful because before you get too bullish on this rally that we're having here. But nevertheless, we might have another hit to push to the high to get to that 127 extension, or even the 1618 extension. And you're gonna have to learn to pull those fibs, and you can learn that in my Telegram group if you want to be a part of that. We'd invite you to that. Big things happening, getting ready to happen here in the month of October. Once hopefully going to roll out the new Discord group, and it's going to be awesome. I'm going to hopefully do a video sneak peek of it for you guys, so you guys can see what you can possibly be a part of if you want to be part of the trading group in the Gym of All Trades Discord. So that's coming, but we'll talk about it in the future. All right, guys, I've longer video today, but I just wanted to kind of exhaust some thoughts here. Be careful here. The final thoughts here, I guess, is we've got hidden bearish divergence here working. We have a very similar shape as well. You can see how this came up, made a little V here, and then came down. Okay, we got a similar shape here. Okay, this came up, made a little V, and be careful that it may just start coming down from here. So now it may also, I mean, it doesn't have to do the same thing. A fractal's a fractal. It doesn't mean it has to do the same thing. We just may get another push to the high before we come down. This didn't come quite as high to make the bearish divergence that we're looking for, so we might have to make another high to get there. So we'll see. All right, you guys have a fantastic day. There's a video with some information as far as just trying to find direction. Find direction. That's the big thing about which way is it going so we can trade with the trend. With that being said, you guys have a fantastic day. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Leave a like and help the algorithm if you would. That would be great. Well, until the next video, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.